Hello everyone, welcome to my class. Today we are going to discuss about evaporation. Okay, what is evaporation? How does it happen? And what are the things that affect the evaporation process? So let us start the class. Okay, students, evaporation happens at a particular temperature, but evaporation it can happen at any temperature. That is the difference between vaporization and evaporation. Okay, liquid to vapor is vaporization, which happens at a fixed temperature, and it is called the boiling point. And evaporation is also the process of change of liquid to gas, but it can happen at any temperature. Okay, let us now take some examples of evaporation from our day-to-day life. We put our wet clothes outside to dry. Temperature outside is not constant. Sometimes it rises, sometimes it falls as per the atmospheric conditions. And according to that, evaporation process also changes. Okay, when we put some drops of spirit on our palm, we feel cold. Nowadays we used to use sanitizers. When we put sanitizer on our palm, we feel a bit cold. So why does it happen? These all things happen because of evaporation process. Students, let us now discuss the evaporation process. See, suppose there is some liquid kept somewhere. So this is suppose the surface of liquid. That means it is exposed to air. So suppose these are the molecules inside the liquid, and these are the molecules at the surface of liquid, and these are the molecules of air. Okay, so what happens over here? The molecules are in random motion. Random motion. That means they move. They move like this, zigzag motion, continuous motion. Randomly. They don't actually follow a certain path. They move randomly. So what happens? The molecules of liquid, they keep on moving and they transfer the energy to the molecules at the surface of the liquid. Okay. When they collide with the molecules at the surface of liquid, they exchange energy, and thereby the molecules at the surface of liquid, after getting energy, they try to escape from the surface of liquid. Okay, they escape from the surface of liquid. They don't stay. They have gained energy, so they wish to go away. They wish to escape from the liquid. So you can clearly see that some molecules of liquid, while escaping, collide with the molecules of air. And some molecules, when they escape from the surface, they don't collide, just like these two molecules. See, they don't collide with any of the molecules of air. So they just keep escaping away from the surface. This makes the number of molecules on the surface of liquid to decrease. Okay, so see, when the number of molecules on the surface of liquid decrease, that means now it has to dry, because the molecules, liquid is vanishing out of the surface, so surface has to dry. But one question is there, because the molecules inside liquid, they are supplying energy to the escaping molecules. So what happens to them? When they supply energy or when they exchange energy with the molecules at the surface of liquid, their energy also decreases. Isn't it? If we exchange our energy with someone, our energy will decrease. The same way, their energy decreases with this continuous process, and they slow down. When the molecules inside the liquid slow down and the molecules on the surface of the liquid keep on escaping from the surface dries. Okay, this is the process of evaporation. That is why it is a continuous process and it can happen at any temperature. Okay, and it happens not only outside, it happens inside as well. Same thing happens with spirit as well. When we expose spirit to atmosphere, they also follow the process of evaporation. And we can see that within few minutes, spirit vanishes. Where do spirit go? It just evaporates. Okay? And evaporation depends upon certain conditions. That is why sometimes it is a fast process, sometimes it is a slow process. So let us now discuss those conditions. Okay? Students, let us now discuss about the effect of surface area on evaporation. See, evaporation is a concept on the surface, isn't it? It happens on the surface of the liquid. So, just think about it. If we have a greater surface area, then what will happen? If we have a greater surface area, then we have greater amount of molecules on the surface. That means if the number of molecules on the surface of the liquid is larger, then the number of molecules escaping from the surface of liquid is also larger. That means the evaporation process will be faster, isn't it? So, when the surface area is greater, evaporation is faster. Students, we always hang our wet clothes on a rope outside, isn't it? Suppose we keep two similar towels on the rope, okay? In one case, we don't spread the towel, and the other case, we spread the towel. So what will happen? What do you think? Which towel will be dried faster? See, the towel that is kept over here, suppose this is towel number 2, this is towel number 1. So towel number 2 will dry faster than towel number 1. Why? You just have a look over here. Because the surface area is smaller, the number of molecules over here is smaller than the number of molecules over here, isn't it? Because it has a greater surface area, so the number of molecules will be greater than that of this towel. So as the evaporation process happens on the surface, so here you can see number of molecules that can escape from the second towel is far more greater than the number of molecules that are on the surface of first towel. That is why the towel number 2 will dry faster than towel number 1. Okay, you can do it at your home. Try it once and you can come to the conclusion that greater the surface area, faster the process of evaporation. Okay? Students, let us now discuss about the effect of humidity on evaporation. What is humidity? Humidity is nothing but the amount of water vapor present in air at a given temperature. And air can hold on a certain amount of water vapor at a given temperature. So, what happens over here? During evaporation process, the molecules of liquid, they try to escape to the air. And just think about it, if the air doesn't have the room to accommodate the molecules of liquid, how they will accommodate? So they can't accommodate the molecules of liquid that is escaping from the surface of liquid. That is why if the humidity level is higher, then the process of evaporation gets slower. Okay? Humidity, if it is high, then evaporation is slow. Okay, that is why during rainy season when we keep our wet clothes outside to dry, they take longer duration to dry because the humidity level of the atmosphere during the rainy season is high. Okay, hope you understand. Students, let us now discuss about the effect of wind speed on evaporation. See, whenever wind blows with the speed, it goes with the force. And when the wind comes in contact with the surface of liquid, then it helps the molecules of the liquid escape from the surface, thereby decreasing the amount of molecules on the surface of liquid. So, if the number of molecules on the surface of liquid decreases, that means the evaporation gets faster. When the wind speed is more, evaporation is faster. Okay, that is the effect of wind speed on evaporation. Students, evaporation can also be defined as the change in phase from liquid to gas on the surface of liquid, and it is a cooling process. Why we can say so? For example, let us think about why do we sweat. Okay, see, when we do certain work, we spend some energy and we lose energy in the form of heat energy. That makes our body to heat up, and that heat energy increases the temperature of the skin, and the increasing temperature on the skin helps the water in the sweat gland to evaporate. So when we sweat, we feel little cooler, isn't it? We just need to remember that evaporation is a cooling process, and the increase in temperature increases the speed of evaporation. From this, what we can conclude are the effect of temperature, that when the temperature increases, okay, the speed of evaporation evaporation is faster. Okay, so students, we just need to keep all these things in mind which affects evaporation, so that whenever we need, we can use these conditions practically. Okay, students, today we have discussed about evaporation and effects of humidity, surface area, temperature and wind speed on evaporation. Hope you understand everything clearly. If not, please watch the video again, pause for some time whenever you need to, and you go through the books so that you can reconnect with the concept with your book. Okay, so keep revising, keep practicing, and most importantly, keep smiling.